They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Wolverines will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Dropping back, it's Levin. Rush right in his face. Turns it upfield. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it, a lot of times you see those contested catches by the offensive player. Nice job by the defense, knocking it down, getting the ball in the ground. And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Unloads to the wideout. Just had to get rid of it.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
That is no good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
From the gun, it's Berry. Got enough for the first down. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Well, if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
To the air, it's Levitt. Left side is Watkins. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Berry. He's past the marker. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Run in the red zone, it's Durham. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. He's changing the play. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on second down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions.
Looking for the end zone. Picked off. What a play by this defense. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
Throwing, Underwood. Trying to make magic with his feet. Across the 25, he's got room. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Right side, it's Owens. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
You know, because this offense doesn't use the fullback too often, it's almost as if the defense forgot about him on that last play. He goes out and catches the ball for a first down.
Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
With the catch, it's Marshall. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking for space, it's Marshall. And he's brought down after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Wolverines will try to convert on 4th down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Finds him out of the backfield. How about that tackle to stop him short on 4th down?
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job. A really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Caught over the middle, it's Green. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Berry. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they put drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Play action with Underwood. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He'll pull it down. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Defense has it their own move. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. You do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals and taking care of the football. Just has to do better moving forward.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Out wide right, it's Harris. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. Needs it here on fourth down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He put that one in harm's way, and it's swatted down.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming, I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Fires to the right. He caught it! And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy...
Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Texas Longhorns. Restate the state of call again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much to love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. to throw. Manning. Under pressure. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with 3rd down and 5.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He's going for it all. He's got it down the field. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. And the Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's got the tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on 2nd and goal. Here's Brown. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Never getting stopped on that 2nd down. Don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Push ahead on the sneak. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Texas!
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on 4th down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get in these goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of the field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense picks it up.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Arch Madness. Finds his big tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Hits inside. It's Smothers. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country. And his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were...
And that one is picked off in the end zone.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
The give is to Williams. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the third play of this drive, third down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
Carr on play action. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looks as if he's going to run it. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Handed to the back. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Right side, it's Washington. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. In the red area, it's Danzy. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Irish! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. He'll bring it out. It's Simon. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it.
Turning on the Jets, and they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Now on first down from the 40.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Arch is going to throw for it. Look out. Still looking for a man. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
And that's a really good response by this defense, man. You don't get too down on yourself. You don't beat yourself up. You line up, you play the next play. Nice job getting in the backfield. Now, going on the offensive, getting them in second and long, a pretty predictable situation.
Got him downfield. Turning it on. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Second and long here. Here's Carr to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're in the gun. Third down. Here's Carr. Out wide left, it's Coleman Williams. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Play action. Carr unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throwing Manning. Oh, pressure's coming. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Rush is on. Blasted as he lets it go. And he reels it in inside the 30.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarter.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? He's going to run it. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Ready, go!
Third down from the gun, Manning. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be fourth down.
This quarterback is living.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Fourth down, Manning. He's not afraid to go deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
They give it to him again. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Straight ahead, it's Williams. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Play action, C.J. Carr. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Left side, it's Danzy. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Carr to throw for it on 4th. He'll take a deep shot here. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Here's Arch to throw. Taking a shot. This ball is picked off in the end zone, but no, he's out of bounds. The quarterback very fortunate to get away with that throw. The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Quick give. It's Coleman Williams. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Out wide left, it's Flanagan. Makes the grab and room to run. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Caught. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
A nice job by the quarterback there working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver and get the completion.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Williams. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. Carr above the noise. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Notre Dame! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it way down the field. Electrifying play, and man, they set him down at the 32-yard line. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Here's Manning to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And that's not a surprise for this offense, man. They go back to the hot hand. They fed him on this drive. They want to get touches to their wide receiver, the guy that can really change the game with his speed on the outside. Nice job being aggressive in the red zone. I say aggressive, getting to the edge quickly with that little touch pass, get it to your playmaker, and let him get a little bit of yardage.
And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A run for the quarterback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Manning stepping to the right. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot lot on this drive there. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Tight end now in motion. Running inside, it's Danzy. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Changing the routes with his receiver. Trying to squeak through the pile. Oh, he got loose. Oh, look out on the right. Past the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Once he got some room, it was over. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Curious call here as they line up for an onside kick with the lead in a one-possession game in the 4th. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the Hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Texas offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To throw, Manning. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down.
Well, how about that stick at the end? Nice job sticking the big tight end, making sure he doesn't get that first job. That's how you play physical defense. That's how you make him remember those tackles later in the game.
Throwing right. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. One-possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing.
It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Indiana head coach before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Hoosiers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here's Julian saying to throw. Spits it out to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. There he goes. Got loose. Made the big play and took it down to the 31. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you.
Snags it and he's open. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen.
Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week of how important it was to getting out to a fast start, and that was the key to winning the game. The offense definitely took that message to heart.
And they did tack on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Beebe. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Moving the pocket, it's Hoover. Left side is Preston. At the 40, there he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Fires to the wideout. And that one's too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Gonna run it. It's Richard. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. On a ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing on some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Hoosiers line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Throwing, say it. Fires to the middle. He'll be thinking about that one, almost an interception.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Saying from the gun on third down. Finds a man in the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here comes the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Open space at the 25. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Here's Sayin to throw. They're all over it. Complete. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Hits inside. It's Jackson. Maybe some room here. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
This drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the...
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Buckeye.
And that's the way you punctuate the long drive. Nice job being physical, getting that ground game going, and Jesse finishing with the ground game.
Yeah, really, I think that drive was really a microcosm of what they've been doing all game, right? Imposing their will by running the football. The defense knew it was coming, and they still couldn't stop it.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Preston. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They'll need a bunch on second down. To throw, it's Hoover. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. Great place to start for this offense. Delayed give. It's Jackson. On the move at the 30. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Say it. Rush right in his face. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it.